Greetings, fellow humans. It's your boy. Welcome back to the MC show. Yeah, it's time for another episode. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Okay, this episode is gonna be simple. I'm just gonna talk about the Damian Lillard shit that's been going on since he requested a trade. What, July 1st? When he requested a trade. Okay. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. I need to feed myself and my family, so it'll be really helpful. Y'all could just give like help me make some money, help me help you. If you like, comment, and subscribe, I could give y'all more stuff, better quality. You know what I'm saying? So help me help you. Okay, I appreciate everything. I appreciate even if you just watched the video. All right, but let's go. Let's get started. All right. So, as we all know, Damian Lillard requested a trade July 1st. It is now, July 11th. It's been over a week since he has requested a trade, and he is still, as of today, a member of the Portland Trail Blazers. Okay? Joe Cronin yesterday, I believe, is it yesterday or 2 days ago, had his first press conference since the trade. It's been a while since he spoke. He hasn't spoken this whole time. And basically, essentially, he couldn't get into the nitty gritty details of the trade. But what he did say was, he said that his position, this is not word for word, I'm paraphrasing, but his position from the start of this entire trade demand was he's gonna wait until he gets the best possible trade for his team, and if it takes months, it'll take months. That's what he said. Okay. Now, what does that say? One, they're not in a rush to trade Damian Lillard. And as the Portland Trail Blazers, they shouldn't be. That's their one leverage. Their leverage is that they have Damian Lillard on their team. He has signed to them for 4 more years. 4 years, $215 million. That's how much he has left on his contract. If they wanted to wait, they could. Because that's their leverage. Their leverage is they have Damian Lillard, and he's under contract for them for multiple years. So if this takes all the way to December, it takes all the way to December. Do I think that's going to happen? No. But that's the leverage he has. For me, it's in Portland's best interest to hurry this shit up. For real. I think when Joe Cronin says that he's waiting for the best deal, and if it takes months, it takes months. Like, the thing is, there's no better deal out there. No team is really out here trying to trade for Damian Lillard except the Miami Heat. What Joe Cronin wants is he wants another team. Like, what other teams have assets? Like OKC with like 35 picks in the next 7 years. Brooklyn, who has multiple first rounders they could send. Boston, Utah. Utah has picks, young players. Boston has like Brogdon, first round picks, and Robert Williams and stuff like that. So they have that, but like, is that? I mean, the Knicks also have like young guys like RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, and first round picks. So like, the Spurs, obviously, cap room and all that. The thing is, they're like, those teams aren't trading for Damian Lillard. Boston is out. Boston is not trading for him. They're good. The Nets, I don't think, are trading for him. If he goes, somehow magically gets there, they'll be a good team. I don't know if they're better than Boston and Milwaukee, to be honest. Philly got their own problems. They have to find a way to try to convince James Harden to come back. So having to try to convince James Harden to come back and trying to trade for Damian Lillard, they got their own issues. Utah hasn't really put out a serious offer. The Spurs, same thing. And the Spurs and Utah are on different timelines. These are teams that are trying to rebuild. Damian Lillard is going to be 33 in a few days. He's not trying to wait a couple years. He's trying to have the best chance to win now. So Joe Cronin, he's waiting for these other deals to like magically come in. He just has to accept the fact that they're not gonna come. Like all these other teams with all these other assets, they're not just gonna magically. You know what? OKC isn't gonna magically be like, you know what? We'll trade you Josh Giddey and Kason Wallace and one of the Jalen Williams and 5 first-round picks and swaps for Damian Lillard. They're not going to do that. Like Miami, the reason why they have some leverage here is that they're not bidding against any other team. They're just not. And as the Miami Heat, they I don't want to say they have time, but they can put out their first offer. Put out like a second offer. Maybe go all in on a third offer without really having to bid against another team. Okay? So Miami, Portland, they both have leverage, but the only leverage that Portland has is time. But you can't wait too long. This can't take months and months and months. I know that's what Joe Cronin said, but it's not gonna take months and months and months. You want to enter You want to enter a training camp with Damian Lillard unhappy on a roster full of 12-year-olds? Like, bro, no. Like, they want to trade him. They do. They want to trade him. Damian Lillard is not going to play in a city of Portland anymore. He's gone. Your best bet right now is Tyler Hero probably is going to go to a third team. So Tyler Hero, any expiring salary, whether it's Kyle Lowry, maybe Duncan Robinson if you have to throw that in, and maybe Jaime and Nikola Jovic. Like, what, they have 2 first rounders they could trade. If Tyler Hero goes to a third team, they probably can get another first rounder. Maybe 2, definitely second round picks and pick swaps. Like, that's the best offer y'all got. And you've already started rebuilding too. That's the thing. They've already started rebuilding. They started rebuilding once they traded CJ McCollum. Like, this is the truth. When they traded CJ McCollum, that's when they started to rebuild. They traded CJ McCollum. Is a win now player. They traded Norman Powell after they gave him that big contract. Traded him. Josh Hart, a helpful player. They traded him. Larry Nance Jr. was a part of the Damian Lillard trade. The CJ McCollum trade. They traded him to New Orleans as well. Like, you didn't make all these moves this year. None of those moves came this year. They made all those moves starting 2 years ago. So they've been rebuilding. I know that he also said in his press conference that like he was looking like the past 2 years at the 3rd pick and the 7th pick and looking for a superstar player out there, and there just wasn't one. Like, they made the right decision drafting Sharp and drafting Scoot. But like, the time is now to like just get him off your books. Start the official rebuild now. You've already started it 2 seasons ago. Now let's make it official. Get Damian Lillard to Miami. I'm not even just saying that as a Miami fan. Just like, This is the time. This is the time. There is no other offer coming. I don't think a team is gonna magically be like, "Yo, let's go get Damian Lillard. We have assets. Okay, bet." Like, that's not happening. It's not. I know. I understand them not wanting Tyler Hero, and Miami probably has to try to convince another team because I never expected this deal to be like a straight up deal between Miami and Portland. I thought this deal would be too complicated for that. I expected this to be a multi-team deal. So if Miami has another team on hold trying to get trade Tyler Hero, then they just have to convince that team to somehow take Tyler Hero and try to send first rounders or second rounders or whatever picks he's worth. But like your Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez are probably going to be your prized picks if you're Portland, and some first round picks and probably some pick swaps. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. Especially when Damian Lillard is about to be 33 and on a $215 million contract. If you wanted to get more stuff for him, should have traded him a year ago. Should have traded him 2 years ago. Should have traded him before you gave him that 2-year, $100 and something million contract extension. That's when he was early 30s. Very early 30s. Before the contract extension. If you wanted to trade him, then you should have traded him. But they didn't want to. They waited for Damian Lillard to come and ask them for a trade. Which I get, because you want to do right by him, because he said he was he doesn't run from the grind and all that, and he wants a championship team, and he's arguably the greatest player for that franchise, and you want to do right by him. But come on, we all saw the writing on the wall. All us fans saw the writing on the wall. We knew that this was gonna head to a rebuild sooner rather than later, and you knew you had to trade him. But again, you kept him, and now you're in this position where no team wants a 33-year-old man making $60 million possibly at the end of his contract. So listen, Portland, get this done. Miami, get this done. I didn't think this trade would be like okay, it'll take like 2 days trade. I thought it would take a lot. It is. I'm getting sick of it. Like, hurry up. The time is now. Let's go. Let's hurry up. You feel what I'm saying? The time is now, Miami. Mostly to Portland, because they're the ones who I feel like are probably being a little stubborn because they're trying to get greedy, which, I understand. But you're not gonna get a better offer. You have your point. You have your guards. Scoot. Anthony Simons, Shaedon Sharpe, you have your backcourt already. You have you signed Jeremy Grant, 5 years, 160. He's your veteran player or whatever, who you're gonna, I guess, help rebuild with. You have other young guys. Like, let's go. Let's get this rebuild going. Move off Damian Lillard. You're not gonna get a better offer. Let's get the ship rolling already. I'm sick and tired of hearing about, another team possibly getting Dame. Like, nobody's getting Dame except Miami. No other team is getting Dame except Miami. And you have no other choice but to let Miami give Dame to Miami. You have no other choice. Lastly, real quick, is Joe Cronin is probably doing this for his job. Let's be real. How long ago did he take over for the other guy who got fired? 2 years ago, right? I think. But he's been in this job for a couple years. Hasn't really made a major move. This is gonna be his first major move. And he's fighting for his fucking life. In the words of R. Kelly, he's fighting for his fucking life. because he couldn't get he failed. Not completely on his part, but he failed to get Damian Lillard the necessary help in order to be a competitive team for the past couple of seasons. And you give him the big contract. You give Jeremy Grant that big ass contract. And now you have to trade him. And you don't want to trade him for nothing. You want to trade him for something. And you want to look as good as possible to the rest of the front office, the rest of the league. So Joe Cronin, he's I don't want to say he's on a hot seat, like some coaches be when they have a couple bad seasons or whatever of coaching and their team underachieves, but this is all he got. But again, trade Dame. Let's get this over with. I'm tired of talking about it, or I haven't really been talking about it. I'm tired of everybody else talking about it. You hear it everywhere. You hear it every day. But let's get this going. That's really all I have to say. Thank y'all for watching this video. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm real hungry. I need to feed the rest of my family, you know what I'm saying? I usually feed them first and then feed myself. Like, look how selfless I am. That should make you want to watch my videos and then like and comment and subscribe so you can help me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm such a selfless person, yeah, very selfless. But I'll see y'all next time. Peace.